here with Mike from Devil Wears Prada. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
How's the tour treating you so far?
It's been great. This is our second time on Mayhem, and we were happy to have another chance at getting to join the tour.
So how does it feel to be, sharing a festival with Slayer, who's been around since 1981?
It's nuts. I mean, I think we were a little more adjusted to it this time, seeing as Slayer was on in 2012, when we last did Mayhem. But it's awesome. I mean, it's a tremendous challenge. I don't think there are any bands it's harder to open for than Slayer and Slayer fans. But we're happy to have the chance, and it's a really rewarding challenge to be able to open the main stage.
That's great. So how's the tour been? A lot of partying? And if so, what's your beer choice?
Not so much. Last Mayhem it was. Last Mayhem was rough. I mean, I'm a bit of a beer snob, same as my old man. Mostly hoppier the better. I haven't been able to get out too much, but our rider beer is either Lagunitas IPA or Oscar Blues Dale's Pale. Dale's Pale is great beer. I'm a bigger fan of Lagunitas now because they just opened their new brewery, massive brewery in Chicago. So I get to stop by there back home. But yeah, I miss my Chicago beers a lot.
That's awesome. You definitely got to try some of the good home brewers from Long Island, though. They have some good beers.
Yeah, definitely. I try to be regional in my selection whenever I'm able to make it actually out to a liquor store when we're not too secluded.
So what's coming up for the band after this tour? Any fall tours? Any other new releases?
We put out our Space EP August 21st, which we're really looking forward to. Originally, we were trying to have it out July 31st, but I think we dragged our feet a little bit, weren't too punctual, or just a little bit of miscommunication here and there, but we're really looking forward to that. And other than that, we're trying to put together a run in like October, November to commemorate our 10-year anniversary and play some Space songs.
That's awesome. Now, have you noticed your fans have been a lot of younger fans or a lot of older fans have stuck with you?
I think we have a general pull from both anymore. We do our meet and greets and signings every day and talking to fans, and every day there are dozens of fans that say, this is my sixth time seeing you, and we've come a long way. I mean, there's a lot of variation between doing something like Mayhem or let's say Warped Tour or one of our headlining club shows. But we've been coming along, and fans are getting older just as we are, and yeah, I don't know. I really like having the opportunity to do Mayhem because it generally attracts more of the older fans. And when we did it back in 2012, the tours afterwards, we had a lot more older fans, more traditional burly metalheads, which we love. So yeah, we've always tried to aspire to be and appeal to both.
That's great. So you notice Warped Tour's more younger, and then Mayhem you've gotten older fans more from.
Yeah, definitely.
So if someone went through your phone and went through your iTunes, what would be your guilty pleasure that you listen to?
I try not to be guilty of anything. I think people should be proud of what they listen to. I like to get into some different pop bands, which I guess is probably rather unheard of on a tour like this. Last year, Licky Lee was one of my favorite releases. Tremendous. I think she's a Swedish artist. The year before that, I really liked the Sky Ferreira release, Nighttime. It's My Time, I think is what it was called. I can't remember, but yeah, I can get into a little bit of pop here and there, but definitely not guilty of that. I'm proud of my musical taste.
Awesome. I noticed your tattoos. You have beautiful artwork. Who's done your work, and what's the meaning behind some of your tats?
A lot of different people. I've lost count. A gentleman by the name of Kevin Leary back in Chicago has been my most consistent tattooer as of late, and he's a super cool dude. I get along awesome with Kevin. He's rad. Traditionally from not too far from here either. Originally, I think he's a New England dude, but I don't know anymore. I used to have meaning, but now I don't overthink it. I have a hard time taking things seriously.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.